Well, in this video, I'm reviewing the book Chasing Failure by Ryan Leake and answering one big question. Should you actually chase failure on purpose if you want to succeed? Ryan Leake is the author, and his basic idea is this. Chasing failure is about giving your best to what you want to accomplish and being willing to live with the results. Instead of organizing your life around avoiding failure, he argues you should run towards it. He says you'll achieve a lot more by chasing failure rather than chasing success. And there's 4 takeaways that I got right out of this book. And I'm going to share that with you, and at the end I'll give you my honest take on this book. The first takeaway is about redefining success versus failure. Ryan makes a sharp distinction between chasing success and chasing failure. He says chasing success is circumstantial, whereas chasing failure is dependent not on circumstances, but on your attitude, your character, and mindset when the inevitable pitfalls of obstacles and losses in life happen. When you chase success, you're at the mercy of circumstances. When you chase failure, you're focused on who you're becoming, not just what you're actually trying to achieve. He says you have to be willing to fall short, to miss a shot, or to take a risk, because chasing failure is more about who you're becoming than what you're achieving. And that's the first big lesson for you that are watching. Success is not never failing. Success is becoming the kind of person who uses failure. And the second takeaway is about what happens when you chase failure. And the book basically promises this trade. Ryan says when you're chasing failure, either you're learning or you're going to eventually win, and perhaps both. So the outcome is never, I failed and it was pointless. It's either you get the result you want, or you get the information, the resilience, and the growth that you needed. Ryan even stretches the definition of a successful life when he says, when we chase failure with the goal of growing and striving for making our wildest dreams even an inkling more of a reality, then we are living a life that is not only successful, but inspirational. So if you've been playing small out of fear, this book is basically calling you out. You don't need a guaranteed win, you just need a worthy attempt. The third takeaway is why we don't chase our dreams. And Ryan also names the real reason most of us don't go after what we want. He says, if we're honest, the biggest reason we don't pursue our dreams is because the distance between our dreams and our realities is often intimidating. So we stop dreaming and we start trying to just survive. He says, and before we know it, if we find ourselves settling for what we have to do instead of what we get to do, we move from dreaming as children to just surviving as adults. And he says, I guess it's easier to dream when you have no bills. This is where his concept of chasing failure becomes really practical. It gives you permission to pursue something big even while your reality feels far away from it. And if you're watching this because you've got a someday dream, like starting a YouTube channel or starting a business or making a career change, this is the moment in the book that feels like he's talking directly to you. And the fourth takeaway is about how to practically chase failure. The book isn't just inspirational, it gives you concrete shifts. And here are 3 mindset shifts to practically chase failure. The first one is you have to move toward what scares you. When it comes to fighting a fear of failing, you have to frequently move forward with activities that intimidate you. Second, you need to detach from proving yourself. Ryan says you have nothing to prove and you have everything to improve. And thirdly, you build habits and consistency instead of waiting for inspiration. Science fiction writer Octavia Butler says, "First, forget inspiration. Habit is more dependable. Habit is persistence and practice." He also says, you want to create a habit of consistency. Extraordinary people do consistently what ordinary people do occasionally. And if you apply just 3 of these ideas, move toward what intimidates you, stop trying to prove yourself, and stay consistent, you're already living out the thesis of this book. And what I liked about this book is that it's written for real people with real fears. Ryan literally says he creates content to help people get off the floor and moving in a direction that allows them to accomplish their dreams. This mindset shift is simple, but it's powerful. Taking something we're all afraid of, which is failure, and making it the strategy, this is memorable. This is something that sticks, and it's practical. It's not just hype. Between the emphasis on consistent habits, time management, and character, it's not manifest success. It's become the person who can handle big risks and big outcomes. For you as a viewer, this book will especially land if you feel like you're on the edge of something, like you're one bold move away from a new chapter, but fear keeps taking hold of you. Now, who this book may not be for, it's not a perfect book for everyone. If you're looking for detailed step-by-step business tactics or a super academic, research-heavy breakdown of failure, this is more of a mindset and story-driven book than a playbook-driven book. And also, if you want a book that lets you stay comfortable, this one isn't it. It's gonna push you to actually take the risk you've been avoiding. So should you read Chasing Failure? If you're asking, how do I get over my fear of failing so I can finally go after what I really want, then my answer is yes, put this book on your list. And don't just read it, pick one idea from this video and act on it this week. Maybe it's emailing someone you're intimidated by. Maybe it's starting a small version of your dream project, or maybe it's just publishing something imperfect. Because remember, as he said in the book, you'll achieve a lot more by chasing failure than chasing success. So if this review helped you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more reviews like this, breaking down books that help you face fear and move towards your goals, subscribe and stick around. We'll see you on the next one.